thought I brought a tray in here.
A what?
Another little bowl. Put it there.
Mm-hmm.
Table on.
Yeah.
Talk to me. You right. Hey, Kevin Great House, how you doing? Morning, Tori. How you doing, love?
Hey, Tori.
Same thing. We got back in town and sitting back, drinking some coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Good deal, Tori. How you feeling today, love? It's all right. Uh, my aunt wanted to got put down there in therapy and rehab after she broke her back and her arm and shoulder. She's been kind of out of it. And today, when we got down there, she wouldn't like that. She was back to herself. And then I thought there for a minute she slept, but she asked me about mother. And the cool thing was when I thought, see, I lost mother March of this year, which was her sister, and then she just lost her brother a couple of weeks ago. And but anyway, she's been talking to all the family that's passed. Hey, Kathy, hey, Spin.
Hey, Kathy.
And one day she said, "You talked to Joy." And I thought, okay, she's off of it again.
That's good.
And I said, Wanda, I said, think. Her hearing aid ain't working worth a flip. Having to holler at her, and she still can't hear it. But I would motion with my hand. I'd say, think about it. And she said, think about what? I said, what you just said. She said, Joy is dead. That's what I know. She said, no. She said, have you talked to Joy? I said, no, I ain't done a session with her in a while, so I know then what she was talking about. And what she's trying to come across is, if you try to do a session with Joy and you don't get anything, I'm telling you now, she's been here with me all week through this surgery and everything. So I caught on what she was saying. And then,
That's actually pretty good, though.
mm-hmm.
Barbecue.
Oh, no, I ain't doing it. But then she started talking about some other things, and I was really paying attention to see, if she would slip or not. And she didn't, not one time. She went off the wall about nothing. So prayers are working, guys. They're working. she had it so daggum hot up in there. I like to smother to death.
Yeah, for real though.
I had to go over and turn that air on. But then we wasn't in there maybe 20 minutes, and here come the nurses. They gonna give her a bath and all that stuff.
Mhm.
And she showed me her arm again. She's like, "This is so sore," and I was like, "Well, but it looks good. I mean, it ain't even bruised. The only place that it still got a bruise on it is just right, right here, right around the cut itself, and up close to the cut, not out and about. So, you know, bless you. So with her not being out of it like that, uh, two things. I mean, because that's been going on a while. So, good Lord taking care of it, and He's letting us see Wanda again. You know, not
Wanda
the
being
side that
Wanda.
we don't want to see. So, I mean, from what she was the other day to today is daylight and dark. She's Wanda again,
Mhm.
and that's a blessing. You know.
It's good to see her how she used to be though now.
Yeah, being back to her old self. And then I asked her about the candy. She's got her, you know, because she had her candy corn sitting on that little table, you know, and it been being full, and now it's about
It
half
was full
full.
last time.
Now it's just about half full.
Yeah.
You know, I know sometime a nurse will come in, you know, and snatch one or two from here to there, you know. Can't hardly blame them. But and then, you know, her daughter been around and stuff, she might knick-knack too a little bit, but not that much. So I picked it up. I said, "What about your candy?" She said, "I've been working on it." So I don't know if she ate anything this morning. I couldn't get it out of her. I tried to hand her
She
water.
said something about breakfast though,
I didn't hear
but
it.
she just didn't eat.
But I tried to hand her water. She's like, "No, I don't want my water right now. I've been drinking water all morning." So she's she gonna have to eat, and I don't know what she got in her head. She's just gonna have to be there a long time or what. But I mean, if she's coherent, she don't have to be. You know, once she starts doing her therapy and whatnot, you know, she'll get it over with. But we just gotta make sure she stays like this. Now, if her daughter goes down there this evening and she starts talking about being back off the wall again,
Mm-hmm.
then we know it's going to be a hit and miss kind of situation. Hope all of you doing all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because she asked me too the other day, and I should have put two and two together a little bit, um, but she was saying so much stuff.
She was.
But she didn't ask me this morning about Larry, only mother. Um, and then after I said it the way I did, she didn't ask me about no more that's been deceased. She was talking about her grandbaby that she just had. Um, they went by there and seen it. As well, you know, I was having to do like kids. I was like, "How much hair did they have? Who's it going to look like? You know, the daddy or mama?" And it took me 10 minutes to get that out of her, trying to figure out a way to work with my hands to get her to understand what I was saying. And finally, she was like, "Oh, well, I think she's going to look more like her mama." I said, "Well, that's probably a good thing." She's, "Hey, Catherine, how you doing, love?" "I'm doing all right now, love." She she's doing good. I'm all right, kind of deal. That's the way that goes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not having to be all in a mess now, seeing her like she was today. So, mm-hmm. That it is. And that's just something we ain't been having here in a long time. And the other day, out the hospital, she did take a couple steps, trying to go to the bathroom, but the nurses had to grab her pretty quick. So she is able to put some pressure down on her feet now that she got that back fixed. Um, she's still working good, sitting her glass down. everything. So, like I said, that was something that she couldn't do before. I mean, it'd take her 3 or 4 tries to get her glass set back down on the table.
Yeah.
She just kept trying to sit down sideways, you know. Her mind was just flipped upside down or something. I don't know. Had no coordination, had no balance. I mean, couldn't even set up by herself. Like trying to stand a pencil up on the sharp end. You know, that's how she was. You and me both, though.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, no bad news this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, at all. That's crazy. I thought we could have hung out a little longer. I could see myself if she's going to jump off. But oh my goodness, I mean, I'd be after my dog. Dang it. I'd be like, get out of here, dang it.
Yeah.
We sitting back eating shrimp, dang it. We got talking about it yesterday evening, and they're like, well, I'll fix that tomorrow. So I did.
Yes, he did. And it's good to put it in there.
There's plenty more in there. Don't let it waste. Now go get it. Well, it's good and hot.
Give me a minute.
Yeah,
Drink first.
I'd be after that dog. I'd be like, listen, I come first, daggum.
When it comes to shrimp, you don't have to tell me twice.
I seen it was cutting close to about 12 o'clock. It's 5 hours now, so thought I'd still go ahead and do a coffee with JD real quick. Let everybody know good news today instead of some bad. She asked me, she said, y'all gonna just stay on there or what? And I said, yep. Yeah. I said, we're gonna stay around where we at. And I said, and you will too. I said, as long as you keep doing good. And I kept trying to tell her, I said, after therapy, but what it is, they're not wanting her to come out of that slang thing just yet, to make sure her, mind's right. Keeps it safer that way. If she's liable to travel to move it in a way she don't need to or something like that. So they're trying to look out for her in the same thing as also wanting to hurry and do some therapy. But I thought that was them coming in this morning to do that, but it wasn't. And she kept telling me when I would do like that, she'd be like, well, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm like, well, you will when they come in here to do it. Damn it. And she's like, well, I'm just sore right now. But I'm just tickled pink that her mind's back right. But for how long, who knows? I mean, all we can do is a constant type pray for her, But the good Lord will handle it no matter what. I don't have no doubts in that. Yeah, still ain't on nothing. I don't know how long that'll last because there's in that nursing home part. She's back there with not the actual nursing home side, but the therapy side. So she's like in her own little room deal. But there's nurses there on anytime she needs it. All anybody got to do is step out the door. I was good. I was good. I'm still working with this what I got.
I already got just every out of the pot that way.
If she keeps complaining with pain, they like I said, they probably give her something. But you know it's got to be sore. Um, and then she was like, "Well, I've been through a lot." She said, "I had both my dadgum surgeries." She said, "I've been through a lot the last few days." I said, "I know this." I think so. Now I pray. I pray to you. Hey, Judy. Well, see, that second time going around, they didn't have to put her all the way out like that because they just put that cement in. So she's got a little old spot, on her for that. And it she actually the back is feeling a lot better. Um, so yeah, the the blood thinner together and the anesthesia and her toxins being the way it was and just everything out of whack. And then her blood pressure going sky high like it was. And, if your blood pressure go too high, you can be in that state of mind as well. You know, off balance and you know incoherent. So um, there's a lot of factors playing into this thing, and let's just pray that it is factors and it ain't nothing steady. That way, probably over the next. Well, with her doing good like she is right now, I mean, if she had some strength right now, wanted to be up out of that bed. Because she's just that, that way. But she's tired, she's hurting, and she's just laying it around. But she knows when they start that therapy, it's going to get really, really sore. And like I said, you mentioned anything about it? She's like, well, I ain't going to start that right now.
Yeah.
But she knows when they come in to do it, she don't have no choice.
Yeah.
She said, well, I can't complain about it because she's seen Mother. Mother didn't want to have to do nothing like that either. And she said, well, I can't be stubborn about it. And I said, no, you can't. You're just going to have to, do it.
I mean, you can be stubborn, but it's just not a good idea.
Hey, Alicia, how you doing, love? It wouldn't do her no good because she knows that she just come home and in a bad shape.
Yeah.
But I mean, of course, you don't have to. They don't say it. Even her doctor and bone doctor said that her age said she don't even have to pick her arm up over her head. So they're not going to do a therapy, like this here. So I mean, it's just be probably forward and backwards, up this way and whatnot, around. Pretty much working that muscle, them tendons a little bit, because she tore her rotator cuff as well. So that's more than likely where most of the pain's coming from, other than just the cut itself. Probably that rotator cuff. That's about one of the worst tears you can about get. What y'all doing today? I know what Sabina's gonna be doing. She's gonna be running dog around the house with a stick all day. So what are y'all gonna be doing today? Or what have y'all been doing today? Mm-hmm. Been me, I would. I'd done had me a two before. Said, listen, you're gonna leave my stuff alone.
Yeah.
good, ain't
I love shrimp.
it? I don't know if they listening or what. Or they just don't know what to say. What y'all doing today? Took you a year to feel better. Yeah. Hey, therapy ain't no joke. It is not no joke, that's for sure. When you do something bad enough, you need therapy. It's gonna take a while to be back right.
Oh yeah.
And that's just the way it is. But Wanda was thinking, she said, I can't be stubborn about it. She know that's the way mother was about doing therapy. And she know when mother come home, which I don't think it would have helped no way really, because they hit that right side. She was just dragging that foot. So even if she tried anything, which I did get her to try, I tried to get her to pull herself in a wheelchair and whatnot. And she did a few times, but in Wanda's mind, well, if she would have done a little more, she could have did a little more when she got home. So
Crap, I got barbecue sauce on me.
searching by Sebastian.
That was good.
Hmm?
That was good.
Better get some more in there.
There is no more.
Did you pour the bowl up?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did.
Well, that's good. Both bags is going in.
Yep.
They just ain't very much many in the bag, though, are they?
Not really, no.
You get them big ones, the big shrimps. They really ain't many in.
Not really.
Yeah. And, and I'm glad I sat and listened to make sure of. Sometimes it ain't just what Wanda says, it's how she says it. Trying to get it out to you. Like asking me if I talked to mother. And she started to say, if I haven't. So I know what she was trying to say. Like I said, if I don't get a response, it's because she's been with her all week. And then right there at the tail end of it, she's like, well, then she said she's gonna go be with my sister for a little bit so she can watch her son play football, and that's exactly what he does. So it was just a good thing all the way around. Best day I've had, and I couldn't tell you when. Morning, Carol. So
Morning. Technically, it's afternoon, though.
it is now. So I'm taking it all in as I can. There you go. And we may go back down there this evening. She asked me, she said, y'all want to go to town or something while they doing all this? And I'm like, yeah. And so I wasn't going, she knows I ain't going to hang around in there when they doing all that. No way. Yeah. Carol, what you been doing today, love? I wonder sometimes, so when I don't get a reply back, I wonder if my speaker is. Yeah, it's always hard with therapy, no matter what. But she's kind of got a couple things going for her. Now she ain't got to worry with no pinching, really, and worrying with that throbbing pain, but trying to raise up or whatnot or stand up. So that's on her side. Uh, so her back won't get in the way of any of this therapy. So any of the hurting is just going to be, like I said, just probably from that rotator cuff and the muscles and all that. No, she didn't have a shoulder replacement. They just way it done, just kind of flared out the socket. They had to put pins and all to tighten it back up, and then move the bone itself over, and then place it back up in the uh, shoulder. But they had to put pins in that bone as well because it was broken like three different places. But now her hip, she did have to have a total hip replacement on that. And I told Christy that I'd go live this week. She asked me if I'd go live a little earlier. I was trying to yesterday, but we didn't get done in time. But I will go live this evening between 6 and 6:30, so that way everybody knows. I think it's a paid off public deal there, Judy. Bless you, though. I think that it's been so much that it's kind of blew up, kind of like Summer's deal is. And if too much is said publicly, then there wouldn't be much for a hearing. Uh, they're going to keep everything on the wraps as long as they can until they can slap a charge and then take it to court. Yeah. Well, she can raise up and twist and all this stuff, but I can tell that back is feeling 100% better than what it was. So it really helped. I just be glad when she gets all this over with and gets it done, man. Mm. All this worrying about for the birds, man. I don't know, Sabina. Well, I will, Kathy. Um, the threats. I don't know. People that go out and do these things, there's always going to be a hater somewhere. You just have to blow it off, unless they get handsy. Then deal with it, and they have to suffer with the consequences after. But if you can avoid them, avoid them. If you can't, then don't worry about that either. Well, people don't need to go out here and put themselves in a bad predicament and a bad spot that they can't get out of without getting in trouble. Somebody's going to be somewhere that's causing trouble. Don't go to that area. Wait till it's clear. I mean, people need to think before they react. But what they ought to do is be at home, listen to what Sebastian has to say. They'll tell their own story, their own way, their own time. Bless you, though. That's what you need right there, Dagon. And that mind stays clear and open. Other than that, one is fine. Keeps going like this, then she won't have to go to a uh, um, assisted living. As long as her mind's right. That's what you had done to your shoulder. Mm. How long did it take you to recover? Me too. I mean, it's I about worried myself sick. To tell you the truth about it. I mean, it's not been easy for nobody. And I was telling them all the other day. I said we got to sit back and not think about ourselves. We got to think about how Wanda's feeling, what she thinks about everything. And of course, when their mind was out, they wouldn't know. Asked them one anything, but I thought that's what I was going to be facing this morning, but it was totally not. Oh, you just had it though, so you're still going through it too. Bless you though. Pray that everything goes well. I mean, if it ain't one thing, it's 1,050, but I still say and always will. Prayers will make things right. Not if somebody has still got something to hide. If there's still not been something, everything told. Well, we know that it's not everything been told because they've both not been arrested yet. So there's something that they're still hiding. The reason that it's not brought to the public. Because we know what Sebastian said. We know where we're at. And that's all I'm going off of. I don't go by what other people say or anything. That's what sets me different between me and anybody else. I'm not a medium or psychic or none of that junk. I listen to what the Spirit says, and that's the only person I listen to. Just like with Summer's case. The only person I listen to is Summer and Rose. And that's it. I don't listen to outside junk because they ain't nothing ever the truth. You want the truth? Go straight to the source. That's where you get your honesty. Your recliner was your best friend for 6 weeks? Yeah. It was 1 to 2 when she had that hip therapy. when she was going through that, she'd ask you, she'd say, "What is today?" And she know the days that them women was coming. And if it was that day of it, she'll say, I wish I would just stay in the bed. And I'm like, well, I got them to come in there and do it. She's just like, I bet you would. But Wanda's mother stayed hard on Wanda about it, and of course, both of them, from time to time throw a fit, but it got her through it. And now Wanda's having to go back through something again. I'm sure her mother probably, encouraging that. Like, look how you, ragged me, kind of deal. So I'm gonna go along with it. You're in a sling, yeah. Hey, Brown Eyes, how you doing, love? You got an appointment? She's doing better today. She's doing better today. She's getting a bath earlier. She probably over with all that now. We may go back down there this evening. Morning, Mimi Jean. How you doing, love?
Hi.
Hey, sweet Christine. It's snatching, huh? You might as well. It's gonna get cold in a minute. I'm about tired of chewing.
They're good.
Thinking about taking a nap. Yeah. We're gonna have to go out here and burn some daggum limbs.
Yeah, for real.
There's a bunch. That is still falling. That broke off that was hung up in trees. They're still falling. So
one's on this roof.
yeah. So we're gonna go out there directly and burn up some of that junk. You coughed all night. That junk. You need to just get you up a good old home remedy. Bless you. Yeah, I was telling somebody the other day, my grandmother, she would have us to do honey and lemon juice, but it wouldn't work unless it was so hot it nearly burned your daggum throat. But it helped us. But I couldn't hardly do it because it was so hot. When it's cold, it just don't work. Um, there you go. It'll help. It really will. And then still, you may want to have to heat it at least a little bit. You need something warm on that throat. You scratchy and itchy in there. You need it warm. Hey Ashley, how you doing, love? You doing okay today? Been sick with crud. Mm. That stuff was going around here for a while. Everybody about over it now, I think. Well, I'm glad Wanda didn't get that old COVID down there at that young
Yeah,
hospital.
for real.
But I'd really set her back there. She's the luckiest somebody I ever seen in my life, though. Really, she did well. She didn't get the COVID ever get the COVID. Um, well, I didn't either, but mother did, and some of the others did. No, she's not home yet. She's down there at the rehab side at the nursing home down here in town, and they're they're wanting to start doing that therapy ASAP. But since her mind's been kind of fading in and out, they've been trying to kind of hold off on it, taking that arm out of a sling. But if they come in and start talking to her today and see how coherent she is today, then I will start that therapy pretty quick. Um, bless you. Thank you. You know, she's like I said, she was totally talking off the wall, and then she just wouldn't wonder. But today changed everything. She was herself, knowed everything we was talking about, and still set her drink down right without trying to set it down sideways. Um, the other day, a couple days ago, she took a couple of steps going to the bathroom, and the nurses had to grab her. So um, she she's been setting up in a recliner a little bit, um, but she's just, she's tired and she's getting sore. So that's really where she's at right now. Um, the other day it just wouldn't Wanda. Today, well, back to Wanda's old self. Uh, Plus, been nibbling in her candy and stuff, and she ain't even been having a appetite for none of that or anything. Um, so it's slowly making a progress. Yeah. And all this, like I said, wouldn't have been possible without you guys' prayers. Not one bit of it. Yeah. hmm so we know that she can do it if, as far as walking, she can do it if she builds up that energy and all that stuff. She's gonna have to eat, uh, and keep drinking plenty of water, and I think that get all that stuff out of her system. I think she'll be all right. Uh, Me and her daughter are talking about having her in that assisted living, uh, if she has to do anything long term. you know. But I mean, that just depends on, you know, if her mind stays back normal, you know, and prayingly it does. Um, but if it don't, then yeah, that's the best thing for her. But then again, you know, you know, Wanda's always been independent. She's never been dependent on anybody really. So bless you. So today is some of the best news we've had in I couldn't tell you how long. And it's all because of you guys and the prayers that's went out around the world. I'm telling you, uh, good Lord's heard them all, and it's really, really showing a difference. Yeah, thank all of you for being on here this morning. Like I said, I'll come back live this evening between 6 and 6:30. So, but I had to have me some more coffee. You know. Seemed like everybody doing all right, except Sabina. She, y'all hear anybody screaming around the world? It sounds like a mountain lion. Y'all know who it is. Sabina's gonna be outside chasing dog around the house for the next couple of days, and she gonna get tired and aggravated, and she's gonna be squealing. So y'all hear anybody out squealing, y'all know who it is.
You're still being mean.
Yeah. Dog run off with her food this morning. See, so I would be. I'd done chased that thing down.
You really would have if it took your shrimp.
One of my horses one time, Bailey, he ate my egg sandwich. He reached right over my shoulder and took a big old bite out of my egg sandwich. I fixed his. Yeah, yeah. Everybody throw out prayers for Lindsay and her baby. Keep them in her thoughts and prayers. Well, I fixed his britches. What I done is the next day I was out there, and I wouldn't have been standing there if Mother and Johnny hadn't been standing there talking to me. But I was standing right up against the fence, and he's bad about laying his head on his shoulder anyway. But he never stole my food before, which I don't know if I ever had any food around him or not. But um, that next day, I had it full of Tabasco sauce. That egg sandwich. I mean, it was full of it too. I'm talking about. And here he come. I was okay. I'm gonna just stand here. Well, it wasn't no time. He had his head on my shoulder. Then I started feeling that shoulder come down on that neck. I thought, okay. Then I got looking at him, head down about right here. There he went. He snatched that egg sandwich. Well, I just let him have it. But what he didn't realize was I took his watering trough and took it out of the fence so he couldn't get to it. So he was out there snorting and a bucking and carrying on and running down there to the watering trough, and he couldn't get to it. So he's down there stomping. He never has bothered anybody's food since. Yeah, they are. Thank y'all for your prayers. Uh, they help. You have to teach them lessons. Just like a child. I had one time. It was bad about gnawing on the post. You know, go out there and sprinkle you some pepper on it, something hot, and then they'll stop. Take a watering trough away. They'll quit. Which I mean, I'd probably 5 or 10 minutes I get back to him after he had time to throw a fit. But you have to teach them a lesson. We've had horses and stuff all our life. Um, my papa back in the day, he uh he didn't ever really want any because he had to work with them all the time. But he mainly worked with old mules. But anybody around ever needed any horseshoeing or whatnot, they would call papa. Um, Finally, he messed around and got uh, 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 I think it was a donkey one time. Um, I just little. I remember James Earl finally talked Papa into getting him one. Um, and then Larry, he kicked up heels. Well, he wanted one, so my granddaddy bought him one little old paint horse. And then when I started having kids, I bought my daughters a little old pony, and then I ended up getting an old mare, and then I got Bailey, and then I got Sissy, uh, and then I got Midnight, and then it just started building from there. So about all my life, been around horses and cattle and whatnot. My Uncle Junior, he used to work up here on the ranch, and during the summer he'd have me work up there. So I had to learn to round cattle and all that stuff from the time I was 10, 11 year old on up. I'm telling you, anyone missed a dog, I had to go. There was a man one time called Papa and told him that he had no horse that he couldn't shoot. He said he was just too mean. And he know Papa was getting up in age. And Papa said, well, I'll be up there directly and see what I can do. And it was one of them big old Belgium horses, weighed about 4,000 pounds. Papa was a little old bee thing. And don't let me forget to put Brown Eyes picture right there beside Lindsay in a little bit.
What is it?
Brown Eyes picture. I want to put it beside Lindsay right there. Um, anyway, what he done, he went and got that.
Her
Yeah,
picture beside Brian's.
beside Lindsay. Uh, Papa went and got that horse out of the stall and brought him outside the barn. And that guy was like, Bill, what are you doing? He said, I'm going to show you how to do this with a stubborn, horse. He said, well, he ain't stubborn. He just mean. He said, well, I'll fix that in a minute. So what Papa did was turn him around and put him real close to the barn, his right side. And what he done was he went and picked up that right foot, that front foot, tied it up around his back so he couldn't put it down. Then he picked up the left back foot. That way that horse was having a balance on 2 feet. He couldn't buck or anything if he wanted to. And that just blew that guy's mind. I mean, of course, he didn't like being tied up. He would jerk around this and that and other. But Papa said that right there is the most he can do. Why he tied like that. So he done his shoeing and got it over with, and that was it. You know, Mitzi, Brown Eyes said, Christina, I like you. Thank you. Where's that? Where's her picture?
I don't know what she looks like, so I don't know.
Hang on.
She might be on the door. Might be. I'm not sure. We have a lot of pictures. We can't keep up who's who. Well, I can't at least.
I can't want to see it. There's just a lot of them to look for.
Yeah. A lot.
Yeah, she'd have to be on the door.
Well, here's the door. Keep going. really shut it that much.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah. And take let's see.
That's what that was.
Take this one of me and Wanda right here
Yeah.
and put it somewhere else and move the family right there and put where me and Wanda's at and just put her up there. So
I just want to be around
Yeah,
Betsy so bad.
well, because they're friends. What'd you do with it?
It's right here.
Oh. Very nice says I love your TikTok videos, Christina.
At this point, I'm gonna put my TikTok on private.
She likes posting pictures.
Bite me. Now that's gonna be hard to do, considering how I did all this. And how I'm short. That does not help. Because you have it in your hand.
Yeah. Yeah. Sherry says then we wouldn't have nothing to do, Christine.
What?
There you go. Yeah, Judy. Get to missing them bad.
So put this one right where that picture was of you and Mom.
She likes posting pictures. How you doing, Sherry? You doing okay, love?
I'm whatever. You don't want to give me an answer, so I'll just do it anyway.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. You get it right. Yeah. Now you're up there. So, right there. Right under the word wall.
Wait, did you just call this a word wall?
No, I said she's under the word wall. Now you put me and Wanda right there. By you and Lisa. Welcome to that appointment. So just watch them. There you go, Sherry. Memories is everything. That's right.
Yay.
The more memories you got, the better off you are.
Don't be starting asking that.
Mary Jean, I want you to ask where she's at now.
Yeah, no. I'm not going to be standing up here doing pictures all day and day. Dang. No. Nope. Actually,
I don't even know if you're up there.
Because I don't think I'm up there. No, because I didn't like that picture of me. And so I decided to just leave the picture of me and my grandma up instead of having mine up, I believe. Unless it's on the board.
It ain't on the wall.
Yeah, see, here's
That's your grandma. Where's the one of you and her?
I don't know, but there's the one with all four of us in it.
Yep, there's one where
I don't know.
You probably took it down.
Probably
Hey, Deborah.
needs to be up there. Front and center? No, God, no. No, absolutely not. There it is. There it is, right there.
Oh,
That's
okay.
me and her. I figured, why have a picture of me up there when me and her?
Christina needs to be up there front and center.
That's why I said, God, no.
She
No.
wouldn't do that for all the love and money.
Absolutely not. You couldn't even pay me $10,000 just to be front and center of the wall.
But she
or
loves
anything.
posting pictures. But she likes doing them TikTok kind. You know, that's got like
I do that for fun.
that's got effects on it and stuff.
Exactly. I do that for fun and to play around with effects.
She had me to upload one the other day to my TikTok, like a half a face kind of thing, some kind of lizard or something.
Yeah, at this point, yes.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right. I've still got some from people that sends from around the world. I've probably got 30 more already on my phone that I just hadn't got developed yet. I mean, it won't be long and we'll have them, about the whole room covered. But that's the whole purpose. Every time, like when Wanda walks in here or when Mother was able to come around, she would always look at the wall. And she knowed where her and Wanda both, they know where their prayers came from and where everybody, was. They could just remember. When they can't remember anything else, they can remember everybody on that daggone wall right there. If Wanda, she's got such a memory, you can tell her a birth date one time, and she'll remember it from here out. It's weird. It's really weird. Now, Mother wasn't good with birth dates, but anything else she could remember. But this family wall right here has meant so much to the family and to us that we're going to keep doing it. Well, guys, I guess I'll go ahead and get off here for now. About 10 minutes to 1. Like I said, I'll come back on between 6 and 6:30 this evening. So now y'all know. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in a little while.